2. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. 2. There we go.
What do you do when everything is against you? When the odds are against you, when you can't continue to move forward, when you feel like that's it, you've given your all.
To see the results that you desire, whether it's in fitness or anything else, you have to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. If we stay within the confines of our comfort zone, again, nothing would change. So that's how I stay in the fight.
1, 2. There we go. We're going 1, 2. Roll under. 2. Roll. 2. There we go. Double jab. 1, 2. Roll under. Roll under. 2.
You, I'm talking to you. You want to give up right now. When you've put in all this work, when you look behind you, you've come this far, and you're going to stop right now.
My resistance comes from always trying and falling. Sometimes you can fall is the best way to get back up and fight for another day, you know. So by you falling, you learning discipline, you learning different ways of conquering your journey.
Do you have a time that you like to share with the audience about how you pushed through when you didn't have anything else, or you thought you didn't have anything else?
Yes. So I would say the time that comes to mind is being a young single mom. And having this little one depending on me and just feeling like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders. And it wasn't necessarily about me at the time, but it was about him because he didn't ask to come into the situation. So just knowing that I had to show up for him, that was how I kept pushing. And that was my why. So again, it goes back to you got to find your why. What's your why?
A lot of times, I've been drained, but I find a way to keep going. But I keep going by not looking back and keep moving forward, one foot after the other. And that's how I conquer my journey of moving forward.
In this book right here, there's a story I want to share with you. This is about Staff Sergeant, U.S. Army, Melvin Morris.
Just remember, anytime you get in here, you want to stay in the fight, all right?
I'm going to go straight to the part where he stayed in the fight. Recovering the Green Beret's body and then returning for a map case containing classified information. He was hit 3 times in his chest and right arm. He managed to take refuge behind a tree where he was pinned down for over 2 hours. He radioed for help, and the Navy sent a light helicopter to drop explosives, creating an opening for Morris to return to his team. He didn't get to a field hospital until 2 days later. After a week there, he was flown to Japan, where he was hospitalized for 3 months before returning to the United States. That's this man right here.
2, where you start from the bottom, you start at the top, stay in it to win it, all right? Things are gonna get tough, things are gonna get easy. No matter where they go, always stay in it. Start the fight the same way, in the fight the same way you start the fight, all right? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2. There we go, double jab. There we go. Good example of that. I don't know if you ever had a chance to check out the Oscar De La Hoya Felix Trinidad fight.
No.
Oh man, watch that fight. 1, 2, roll under. Roll 2, double jab. So the Oscar De La Hoya coming into the box, Trinidad, both undefeated fighters. Trinidad, hard punching, welterweight, undefeated for last few years. Comes in there, De La Hoya goes in there, 1, 2, 3.
He was awarded the Distinguished Service Cross, the second highest award in the U.S. military's Pyramid of Honor, in April 1970. In the spring of 2013, Melvin Morris was contacted by the Pentagon, advising him to be on alert for a call from a senior government official. When the call came a few days later, it was from President Barack Obama. He informed Morris that a lengthy review of recipients of the Distinguished Service Cross from World War II, Korea, and Vietnam had determined that he should have received the Medal of Honor.
2. There we go. Comes in there, outboxes him. easily outboxes him. 9 rounds, right? 1, 2, 3, 2. Double jab. Round 9 is in the books. Clean slate. He goes back. His trainer says, hey, you know what? You got 9 rounds. He hasn't won a round. Go in there. And just move around. Skate to the last bell. Basically, just give away the last 3 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 2. De La Hoya did that. Went in there. Got on his bicycle. When I say get on your bicycle, just moving his feet. De La Hoya, Trinidad came in there. Put his 1, 2. Not everything was landing cleanly, but he fought. 1, 2, 1, 2. He fought those last 3 rounds, throwing punches while De La Hoya was running, and guess who won the fight?
Trinidad.
Trinidad did, yeah. But he should have ended that fight the same way he began. Nice and strong, Close the show out. 1, 2, 3, 2. 3, 2.
Let's do that again.
1, 2, 3, 2.
To literally be shot 3 times in the chest and in the arm and continue on, you're sitting there pinned down. You're bleeding out. You're dying. But he kept going. If he can do that, what can you be doing right now in your life? If it was easy, everybody could do it. But don't you give up. Don't you quit.
There we go. I'm going to touch here. 6. There we go. 5, 3, 2. Roll under. 2, 3, 2. There we go. Double jab.
Like, really ask yourself. It's wild out here right now. I'm not even going to hold you. It's wild. But what are you willing to do to make it out the wild? The wild is going to do what the wild is going to do. That's what it does. It's meant to do that. What are you going to do? What are you going to push through? What are you going to continue on?
There we go. 1, 2. There we go. 2. There we go. 2. There we go. I'm going to touch. Boom. 5, 3, 2. Boom. Roll. 2, 3, 2. Up. Jab, jab. There we go. Woo. There we go. Time. Rest. Woo. There we go. Nothing's gonna come easy. That's why when hard times come, we gotta step up, we gotta persevere through, On the other side of that struggle is gonna be a reward. You gotta find out how much do I want it? How much do I want this? How much do I want it to benefit my family? How much do I want it to enrich my life, etc.? That's what you got to keep telling yourself when things get tough. It's all about staying in the game. You got the skill, you got the will, stay in there to the end.
Boxing is a metaphor for life. Right? Because right now, we had a class before this, and you kicked our ass in that class.
Right.
And now everybody's gone.
Right.
But you're still here, and I'm still here.
Right.
I'm dog tired. You could tell that.
Right.
But we still in here.
Right.
And that's because we got to push through the fight.
Right.
And sometimes it's not about who's strongest or who's biggest. It's about who wants it more.
You're on the edge right now. You're teetering. You feel like, oh man, I just want to give up. But you've been here before. You've seen this before. You felt this before, and you made it through. Yes, you're tired. Yes, you're angry. Yes, you're aggravated. Yes, you're down, but you're not out. You can either focus on the problem or focus on getting out of the problem.
Right.
How you feel about that?
Double jab?
Double jab.
Absolutely. 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2. There we go. It's not about the big, strong guy. It's about the skill and the will. How much you want it. How much you're willing to sacrifice for it is the thing. 1, 2. Roll. Roll. 2, 3, 2. Jab, jab. There we go. There we go.
But you got to focus on something. What are you going to focus on? Where are you focused on? I'm talking to you. I want you to hear me, and I want you to listen to what I'm saying. You got this. Everybody, everything that's telling you don't, they don't know you. Everybody that's denying you, they don't know you. Everybody that's counting you out, they don't know you. They don't know you, but you know you.
A lot of people that come in the gym, they say, hey, I got 2 hours. I'm going there to train for 2 hours. But there's those people that stay in there the 3 and 4 hours who you got to worry about. Because those are the people that are really sharper than honing their craft. Double jab.
Let's do that again.
Double jab. There we go. Double jab. There we go, champ. Double jab right in. There we go. Set it up. Double jab. There we go. Double jab. There we go. And then I want you to step off to your right. Double
Okay.
jab 2. 2, 3, 2. Double jab. There we go. Woo. There we go. Rest. You got it. You throwing some heavy hands. You're going to tire out. Deep breaths. Rotate those shoulders going forward.
You got this. But if you give up right now, right now, your blessing could be over the hill. It could be right over that next ravine. Or you could get up there and be like, there's no help coming. But guess what? It's not back there. You know it's not back there because you just came from there. So what are you going to do? You need to pull from those resources that you have that's deep inside of you. You need to push through and you need to press on because you already know what back there looks like. That's where you came from. You could turn around and go back and you'll defeat all the progress you've ever made. You need to continue to progress. You need to push forward. I'm telling you, you got this.
Rotate them going back. Tell yourself we good. It's
good.
a mental thing. It's all a mental thing.
It is all mental. So, Coach, I want to get a little personal. When has been a time in your life where you have had to push through the fight? Now, change the names to protect the innocent. But can you think of a time where you were just down and out and you were tired? You had no energy, whether mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally, but you continued to push through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So that had to be probably one of my toughest tournaments was the San Antonio Golden Gloves, actually the Texas Golden Gloves. And so literally had to go in there, fight, get on weight that evening, 1, 2. Come back the next day, weigh in, go out there and fight, get on weight, come back and do it. I did that 3 days back to back. It was very tough, very grueling. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Let's do that again.
1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. This is when I was at 125. So coming in there and on weight that morning, going into the fighting later, getting on weight before I went to bed at 124, 125, waking up, weighing in, doing the same thing again. It's very grueling on your body and on your mind too as well. 1, 2, 1, 2. But you got to ask yourself, do I really want this? You know, do I really want this? 1, 2, 1, 2. 6, 5, 3. There we go. Double jab. There we go. What are you willing to put your body through?
So how did you push through that?
It was just a mental thing. It's really just a mental thing. Like I said, you got to find. Some people have faith. Some people have the thing about the loved ones back home. 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 6. There we go. Double jab. There we go. And just you got to realize I'm here for a reason. You're not just here because everything fell into place. Like, oh, I'm here. But it's like you woke up because you willed yourself here. You had a purpose in being here. So once you get there, you got to make the use of every opportunity that comes your way. 1, 2, 1, 2. Step in 3, 2. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Step in 3, 2. Roll under. 2, 3, 2. Time.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. There we go.
Stay motivated.
Keep your mind in control. Keep your mind in control. Keep your mind in control.